and just die a little bit more to this indie game for the entertainment of the people. Who am I kidding? This is just for the entertainment of myself. I have a weird sense of entertainment. Where do I even go with this? This would be a good place to stop the recording session, but it just led right from that to this. I think I have to get used to actually dashing in the middle of the animation of coming out of the bubble. Ew, man, that's... Oh man, they throw switches at you too? I'm really tempted to just take another break. Ugh. I mean, this won't be fun to come back to, but it also could be something that I need a nice break from. I would say the... Ooh... I would say that it's okay, we'll get it back in time, but... Oh, they actually expect me to go up. I actually had to get that one. I thought that they would like send me around to get in here and then send me flying back up to get that, but no. No, I actually have to get each of these. No, they wouldn't make me do that, would they? They actually expect me to climb up there, get that dash crystal, come back, and then do all this crud all over again? I say no thanks, but sure, I'll give it one try. But how? Even so, it let me get that second one, but not this first top one. So I actually was... Oh my god, they take away the frickin' hole after I leave it. Fantastic. Okay, I think if I dash up to it... If I dash straight up... Okay, that's how I get that first one. That answers a big how. That was just haunting my mind. That was actually a lot easier than it looked. Now I just gotta get this one. Which I think also is okay now that I've gotten the hang of it. Doesn't mean I'll get it first time ever try though. I just skipped a ton. Thankfully I can go back and get this one now though. So I was just about to say that I skipped a ton of stuff. But I guess it's all good at the end of the day. If you end up dying and it doesn't matter anyways. I know it probably looks like I'm doing something stupid, but I just don't know if I can have the momentum to just... I'm worried about dashing over this thing, because that would cause its own issues. Speaking of do-overs, I freaking screwed up. See, yeah, I have to go down that bottom area, otherwise I miss out on my chance to actually get the thing. It's all just things at this point. Things and spikes and balls. At least we get a chance to really appreciate the particle effect. This is definitely going to be the last room. I may not even make it for this room. Today, at least. I used to do that so well, and now I've forgotten how I did it. Go back. Not into the spikes, preferably. why do I keep forgetting about that first one? I guess because I spent so long trying to get the rest of this before realizing I had to get that first one, that now I have to force train my brain to not forget about this guy. Or gal. I guess I can't necessarily gender the weird orb thingies. It's a weird tangent to get into, but how do people feel about gender neutral characters? It's kind of something I haven't really seen discussed much since Undertale came out. But kind of like interesting. It's kind of interesting idea to make a main character that was targeted enough. I forget the actual pronunciation, nor can I with how much I've been talking. But making a character that's specifically designed to look like either a guy or a girl, and let the player decide, and even like carefully pay attention to the wording of the game so that the player is allowed to have either sort of thought. It's actually pretty ingenious if I say so. It kind of makes things a little awkward when you're talking with other people and you think that the main character is a guy and other people think that they're a girl. But it's pretty cool. It allows you kind of... It's another angle of approaching the whole gender ideals that have become a topic in video games these days. Like, it's hard to think that like 10, maybe I'm not being generous enough, 20 years ago, majority of video games had male characters. Like, I guess it'd be more accurate to say 20 years ago, because Metroid is probably one of the first games in my lifetime that really had the big deal of guy versus female main characters, with the whole Samus reveal. And it's kind of interesting. Before I continue on that topic, I think it'd be fun. I have a weird thing with Metroid, and like all I'm doing is just dying to the same thing over and over again, so I might as well talk about it here. I have not played any of the 2D Metroids before. And the only 3D Metroids I played was a tiny bit of Metroid Prime. One is over at that relative's place that had some of the video games that I didn't at the time. And Metroid Prime 3. Yeah, I have not even touched Prime 2. And I don't even want to count Prime 1 because, like, I didn't own that game. And I was just, like, completely lost because I just jumped in the middle of it. Oh my god, how did I actually do that? Because that was probably what I was supposed to do this entire time. And I was just here, dying over and over again, doing it the wrong way. Jeez. But yes. Oh, you know, I think it's in regards to when I use my dash. Let me see if I can get back to that topic though. Like, I guess the point of bringing it up is I wouldn't mind trying a Metroid game sometime. Like, maybe I have an easier time with the 2D than 3D. And I like Yoko's Island Express. I never got around to beating it. I think that's part of the problem with Metroidvanias. I feel like I want the sense of freedom and exploration that they give, but I find myself getting lost way too easy in video games. It's also part of the reason I never really got into Halo. I feel like I told this story before, but I can't remember which video it was on, so I might as well say it again so everyone's on the same context. I have been playing Nintendo consoles most of my life. The only other consoles I own is a PS3 and maybe like a Sega Game Gear. And yeah, most people don't count the Game Gear for a reason. Frick. But at school there wasn't really too many opportunities for me to play video games with other people. Like, sure, I could invite a friend over to play games, but none of them were really into them the same way I was. Case in point, like, the only extracurricular activity I had the opportunity to play video games with other people was this Xbox club that they had at school. They had no video game club. It was an Xbox club, and it would be more accurate to say that it was a Halo club. Because they would never play anything there besides Halo. So I borrowed an Xbox controller from that cousin relative I mentioned before for the game club, because like I wanted to play video games with other people. That was my only opportunity to do so. So I may not be familiar with the console, but surely I'll get the hang of it eventually. Once again, my butt handed to me and getting lost on the multiplayer maps over and over and over again. I don't think shooters are... Let's just say, it kind of made it clear to me that shooters are not my genre, and I kind of doubt that they ever will be. I guess I could count something like Splatoon. Splatoon's fun, but I don't think I can ever get into the Halos and that. It's just not my type of genre. And with that said, I am a little worried that I would get lost in a Metroid game the same way I get lost in multiplayer maps in Halo and that, especially because I could already see that sort of happening with what I played of Metroid Prime 3 and 1. But maybe the 2D games are a little bit more generous. It's a little bit intimidating, but if I do first throughs for long enough, that may be an idea I can explore. I thought I would never get into Mega Man games because they were too hard, and yet I had a blast doing the first through of Mega Man X. So I guess it's not completely out of the options of possibility. And man, yeah, we've been doing this so long, I'm starting to wrap back up to the original topic of things. So we got on this characters in video games. Can we believe that all this started out of that discussion? I think it's kind of cool the way Undertale did, and it makes me kind of wish that more games did it. Wow, that was actually a lot easier than the way I was doing it before, and I should just do it that way every single time going forward. Screw the way I was trying to do it before. How did I do it before? How? Maybe if I start talking again, my muscle memory will take over and I'll be able to do that section. So, more characters. I guess the whole point of this whole chain of discussions is more characters in video games should try doing the whole exogenous character. There's definitely still room for definite males and definite females. I think Celeste is a fair example of that. I guess you could tell the same story with a guy, but like when you make someone androgynous, you usually have to like take away some aspects of personality you would otherwise be able to express, in order just to make sure like they don't go too feminine or too masculine or something. Like, I mean, if a game developer can prove me wrong by making a guy or a character that's either a guy or a girl that actually talks and exists personality, go for it. I'd like to do so. It's kind of weird to say because there's definitely like room to interpret personality out of a character like the main character of Undertale. But without going into too much spoilers, like, kind of makes me think of like, he feels a little soulless intentionally. And mind you, I interpret the main character as like male, so if I say he and him pronouns while talking about them, forgive me, it is a force of habit. And like I was saying, the whole point is that's a cool concept and more games should explore it. I'm not sure how easy it would be, if it would make it much harder to do it with a character with actual dialogue, but it's definitely an idea I like to see explored in more video games. And there's definitely still room for definite male characters and definite female characters. It's just that we don't see that. We see that a lot in comparison to the androgynous characters. And now that I'm caught back up on all my tangents, what the heck do I do now? Frick. Wish I could stop dying. I've already proven that I can do this in 2 different ways, and now, but just for some reason I can't do it now. I wonder if it'd be easier to go back to the old way. No, I just have to wait longer before I died. Nah, I can't believe I already forgot how to do it the new way. That was it! That was it! But I held too far left. A freaking course. So I go up here. But I just have to have the timing just right so I have enough space to make my way back. Any hesitation will result in just that. Defecation. Okay. I'm not even sure if that means the hard part's done. No. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, we are done with this room. Let me just triple check to make sure it's not just a semantic jump. That was the best way. I was trying to like do a dash jump, but for some reason my phone wants to just go up now. Is that 3 times now? Maybe I should just take a leap of faith. And so I actually have a dash to use in the section. I need to stop. It's almost been an hour and I told myself I would only dedicate 30 minutes. We've been through this song and dance though, unfortunately. I just freaking love this game. And I'll take any excuse I can to keep playing it. Eek! Man, I really have to use the whip. I didn't think palms can get sweaty. I thought that was something that was above me, but my controller's feeling a bit warm. I guess that's not just an urban legend I hear about on Morning Mario. Can't believe this is gonna be the room that has a montage. Not that freaking room that took God know how long. Well, to be fair, a lot of that room is gonna be montaged too, but I was talking about the one where I had the whole story about the way Undertale handles its characters. They kind of went into, like, talking about Metroid. In the sync, a C-side is probably gonna require me to be even more precise in this. Let's not even talk about C-side, let's talk about the frickin' B-side for the final level that has all these mechanics, including the frickin' fuzzies. How about we don't, actually? Okay. With this almost being an hour recording session, I get the feeling that this has to be the last room that I do. Even if we're right at the end. I just don't want to end on this slip room after I've already tried it, because that feels anticlimactic, because this just feels like the room that you do first time, just to look all cool and kick butt. Why can't I do a diagonal? And why do I do them when I don't need to? You know, I feel myself getting rusty. I really should start seriously considering ending it off here, even if I don't get through this room. It's been a long session. I'm starting to like flub over the stupidest things. It's probably time. But man, I really want to beat this room now out of spite. Yeah, how? Do I have to like... I don't even know how I do that section anymore. Holy cow, did I skip the bubble? My god, that means that it's gonna be more precise in the inevitable seaside. I talked about the inevitable seaside like I'm actually gonna cover them. Let's see if I get for the B-sides first, and then we'll talk more about where C-sides fit in this whole schedule. I just want to do that again because it was so cool. Not ramming into spikes, but skipping the bubble. I'm not sure why I thought that was a good idea. I just needed to try something different. Just to try. I'm clearly not on the right track, so I need to figure out how to fix this. I was trying to grab the bubble to refresh my jump. Not sure what it would do, but I need to do anything to try and get creative juices flowing from my head. You know, I'm reverting back to doing the first bubble again. I think it's good for now, but first, I'm just curious, why would they design the wall like this if there wasn't some sort of secret? Not sure, but I'm probably just on a wild goose chase here. I need to take a break. It hasn't been quite 60 minutes yet, but it's definitely been close enough. Well, here we are again. Failing again. Over and over again. It may be cheating to rhyme. Over and over and over again. Just to make a song up, but alas, this is where we are. I don't know what will be more criminal. Me muting the music so it sounds slightly more in sync with my singing. Cause I am just making my own song up while a really better song is playing in the background. But that's the way we do this here in our triangle. I couldn't fail to do a commentary of a different video game, so I decided to fall back on completing this frickin' B-side, even though I have backlogs of recordings for ages and ages at a time of this game, and what I really need is something in between the main story and B-sides. But I failed. I couldn't talk. So here we are once again doing this and somehow performing better musical commentary than of the video game revolving around music specifically. Yay. Well, I'll leave you guys by letting you listen to the real music now. But yeah, I was trying to do a JackitK tries, and for some reason the energy just wasn't there, even though I was stuffing myself with caffeine. But the moment I picked this game back up, I feel a lot better already. I'm already like back to my normal self. Like I could probably like stop right here and try to do some of the recordings I actually need to do. Now, I don't know what I would do with this if I were to do that. So I think it'd be better off just to keep with this, see if I can at least make it to a new room. Surely I'm not going to spend half an hour just on this room. Remembers the last recording session where frickin' B-side. Okay, that's how I conserve my dash for this section. Okay, maybe I used it a little too soon, but I am learning. And it only took me 3 minutes to do something different than what I was doing for over half an hour. So I guess taking a break when you're just stumbling your head against the same thing over and over again really is the best way to approach things. Oh, that's the falling platform. That explains everything of what I have to do. Or like it makes the whole thing that seemed impossible a little bit ago a lot more possible. So, as you may have noticed from that whole little musical section that I had, yeah, I'm thinking more about it. I probably should do something in between finishing the story of Celeste and the B-sides, because B-sides, I haven't even edited the first B-side yet, and I already know they're gonna take freaking forever to edit. And yet, I keep finding myself coming back to this game. I guess that's the one downside, it's just too fun. Oh, sure game, just take away the win when I need it most. Ooh, that's jerkish. I guess that's the downside of the game being too fun. I guess the other thing is, I don't know what I want to do next. I've just had so much fun with Celeste that I just can't think of a game to replicate the feel. There's definitely other games I want to do, but I guess half the issue too is the majority of those games are older games, and I don't have the setup to do things that aren't on my Switch. Maybe I guess I might be able to do the NES Classic, but anything with composites, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, JackitK, is a little bit in the realm of impossibilities. In the past I used to record them using my old Dazzle device, and while that capture device still works, I think it should work at least, but I'm not able to get it working. And I think it's because I don't have the proper software. But the easiest way I know to get that software to make Dazzle work, at least the software that captures that I know works, is to reinstall the old video editing software I used to use, Pinnacle Studio. And I'm just nope on that because laziness and PC space, basically. So I mean, just today not to take the video any more than I already have, but I put in an order for that capture device, so hopefully by the time you're seeing this, I'll actually have started a new playthrough, and this will just all be more like foresight for y'all. Wow. I really quitted on the last room before the end of the B-side. I mean, I can't speak too soon because I still have to get through all this, and if Chapter 2's B-side taught me anything, D is not over until you hear the lady sing. Oh god. Fighting against the wind and timing these things may be a little tough, but I'll do my best. Better than the rest. I'll make an honest attempt. Come on now. Just gotta dash through. Well, this is awkward. I have a 7-minute recording that I'm not sure what to do with. I'll probably have to just stick it at the end of the last one, so I didn't have to record a video. But I did complete a B-side. B-side complete. You know, do I want to stall for a little more time by... No, because I already got a bunch of recordings trying to find the stupid tape. So what I need to do left is find that B-side tape and do it. How to check online to see if Chapter 6 has a B-side. So the only B-side I can actually do right now is the last one. Unless, of course, the core has a B-side. Oh yeah, it does. So fun! The only B-sides I have left to do without looking things up are the really, really hard ones. Yay! So, you know, I guess that means I'm going to Google.